you don't just lose insurance after 20 years.
Okay.
The 20 years just means that you are guaranteed to pay the same price for 20 years.
That's right.
But if you want to continue to renew it until age 95, you're able to do so.
Okay. That's right.
Another thing I want to add, life insurance, it doesn't matter how long you've been in it. Some people think that you have to be in it for a certain period of time in order for you to die and they give the money out. Whether you've been with life insurance for 10 years or 10 minutes, you pass away, they will pay out the claim. It's very simple.
Anybody have any other questions?
Knowledge is power.
Yep.
So if anybody would want to talk to me.
Anybody have questions online?
Yeah, how would we get in contact with you?
Okay, you have Instagram, Facebook, so
So-
you can tell everybody where to find you at?
Absolutely. So I don't know if you guys remember the financial house that Tanisha had put up. If you'd be so kind as to post it again. That financial house has all of my information. So you can text me, you can email me. I prefer phone calls. I'm a 90s baby. I'm old school. I hate when people text me. All right?
Well, say it so they could write it down.
All right.
Yeah, they can't see it, so just say it.
All right, so my phone number is 917-664-7226.
7226.
All right, my Instagram is RIC_THEO, Rick Theo. That's my Instagram. My Facebook is my full name.
RIC.
All right, so Instagram is RIC_THEO. My Facebook is my full name. My phone number is 917-664-7226. Now, my Instagram is not as lit as Tanisha's. All right, she gave me a social media lesson today. That's why I paid my $50 to learn from her. All right, so when you come on my page, you're not going to see it all glamorous like hers. All right, that's why I came to learn today. But if you want some inspirational quotes and things of that nature, you'll find a lot of that on my page while I work on my branding. Right, Tanisha? All right. Thank you all for having me. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. So Rodney finally came. This is my guy, Rodney here. So Rodney finally came. So Rodney is one of my college friends. Say no. He's one of my college friends. And, me and Rodney, we learned a lot together. We was in a lot of classes together. We did some things together. And, we kind of lost contact. And we reconnected last year. And it's been up since then. So my guy Rodney, he is amazing. He is a black business owner. He has a tax place. He has a gelato place. And he's looking to expand. And he employs black people. So Rodney's just going to touch on business taxes. So make sure you guys are listening to the online. He's going to talk on business taxes, just a bit for you guys, because he's definitely the expert in this tax game. So let's bring on Rodney. If you guys want some water or chips or something over here, I have.
Good afternoon, or good night, everybody. Good night, good night. My name is Rodney Jean, for those who don't know.
You want to know?
Like Tanisha said, we went to college with each other. We alumni, and we linked back up, for a reason. We lost contact, lost communication, and I took the leap of faith. I have a degree in psychology, minor sociology. I have a master's in education and psychology, but I was tired of being told what to do, not to manage. So I took the leap of faith, opening my own black-owned tax business called Tax Masters. It's located in Farmers Boulevard, 138-10, Farmers Boulevard in Queens. And then after tax season, I thought about I need consistent residual money, so I opened a black-owned gelato store. It's called Glacé, 138-10 Farmers Boulevard, Jamaica, New York, 11434. They both on the same block. They happen to be next door to each other. And Tanisha told me about this event today from 6 to 9. I was supposed to be at 7:30, but I was late. Sorry about that. But I'm here.
So tell about the taxes and business taxes.
Yes.
A lot of people are, trying to, get their business off of the ground, and they want to know like the kinds of ins and outs. And I know you get to see like, firsthand with taxes and how people got their business taxes all messed up.
Yeah. The business taxes, it definitely changed from 2019, because that was, for those who remember, that was the government shutdown. So with the business taxes, the issue that happened with that, a lot of the clientele that I was getting, they were scared to file their taxes because they don't know if they was going to get money back, and a lot of them, they didn't know how to go about it because they didn't know whether to open an LLC, an S Corp, and a C Corp. There's 3 different ones. So a lot of people open up these LLC, S Corps, and C Corps, and they don't know what they're doing. The difference is basically I make it W-2s. This is business. Because the way Uncle Sam sees it, business, everybody's rich and make money. No, that's not the case. That's not the case. People, I got a business, but is the business bringing revenue? That's the thing. A lot of these people that I've seen come bring their business taxes, they don't make no money. So if you're not making no money, so why Uncle Sam is taxing you? So what I advise people to do, it's legit, because I know some people strictly by the books, so I'm not going to tell you something that's going to put you in jeopardy or in any sort of trouble. You can claim loss for 3 years. Once again, 3 years. I ain't say 4. 3 years. So if you haven't done your taxes in more than 3 years, your first 3 years is the only thing that I can emphasize where I can have where you claim loss for 3 years. Because anybody who has a business, the first 3 years of business, there's no personal day, legal holiday, vacation, or sick day. You're making enough to put back. You're not going to become rich, because I haven't met anybody who had a business the first 3 years and they tell me they're sitting on yachts.
Nope.
Let me know. Let me know.
Right.
You end up being the boss and the worker.
Right.
I haven't met anybody yet who can have a conversation with me. But the first 3 years of business is like a freshman, sophomore, and junior.
Right.
You learn it from your mistakes. You learn it. You're just getting better year by year. Your first 3 years, the money you make is divvied and putting back into the pot. You got to pay utilities, employees, So that right there is a whole other entity with employees itself. So with that to say, with the business taxes, you're not confined into having it where it's permanent, where all right, you open an LLC and it has to be LLC forever. You go off your first 3 years of business and you see, well, I might want a C Corp, I might want an S Corp, I tell people, I'm on live, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
you live both places. They on live over there.
Yeah, I gotta be very careful. Yeah. In that case.
Well, tell the people the difference between LLC, S Corp, and C Corp in the tax bracket.
Basically, the difference is making 100,000, making $1 million, and making $1 billion. So you get taxed less if you make 100,000. You get taxed more if you make $1 million. You get taxed more if you make $1 billion. So as you see, that's the main thing on the news with the rich people with the tax. Oh yeah, they're giving 100 cars out. No, it's tax write-off. Some of them doing that a little bit hard, but it's really tax write-off. That's all it's about. It's unfortunate how people don't understand. Oh yeah, cash is good and cash is bad. You see, oh yeah, the flyer mileage and this and that, it's tax write-off, because if all of us is going on a business venture, what we're gonna do? We're gonna use that Delta, fly, miles, and all that. Everything is documentation.
Right.
Oh, you're gonna get gas and everything. Oh, what do you think? Oh, let me get a receipt. Or everything's on your card. Your debit, credit card, your credit card and debit card, that's the proof itself. There's no more going to that 99-cent store. Oh yeah, let me write, I'll pay rent in it, I'll pay rent. Nah, there's no more of that. Everything's on your bank statement.
Right.
This is why I tell people, oh damn, why pay so much taxes? Well, if you can show me proof, you know, that you're using your debit or credit card that's pertaining to your business, where you're putting gas in your car back and forth every day, you know, or you're buying supplies for for your business. Like people like, oh, I pay cash. No, you can use your debit card. You can use your credit card. It builds. You know, and that also builds business credit. Like to piggyback off what the young black gentleman said, you know, it builds credit. It shows out, all right, you're responsible with your money. Because everything shows in the bank statement. Uncle Sam, everything's right there. You can't say, oh, I paid it. No, it's what they see on the debit and credit card statement. So let's get that clear. There ain't no bad news on this with Uncle Sam. He's the biggest game ever.
Right.
You know, that's why I tell people with business taxes, knowledge is power. You gotta understand it. Oh, how I get business credit. You know, people don't know what they're getting into. Or I want to open a business. It's the positive and negative opening the business. Your first 3 years, you're a slave to your business, hands down. My personal experience. It's my 30-year business. With my tax office, I opened January 2nd, 2019. Opened my gelato business September 12th, 2019. I'm still a slave. I got 4 more months. And being with my fellow alumni, Tanisha, she opened my eyes to a couple of things. Like, you can never know everything. You know, it's like a baby being born again. Every second, every minute, every hour, every day, every month, you're learning something. And she learns from me, I learn from her. One hand wash the other, both wash your face. You know, like I said, you know, you can't, not everything can be taught open in the book. It's all about experiences also. Other people experience talking to them, you know, because not everything's gonna be on social media or in the book itself.
Right.
You know, so I'm very big on that itself. You know, like I say, I learn a lot. Whether you're younger or older, there's always something you can learn. There's always something you can learn. Because to me, people feel like everybody in the room is gonna be. Everybody has a different mindset. Some people, they want to obviously help, and some people, they just want to just reap the benefits. That's just what it is with business.
Right.
You know, unfortunately, you know, people open businesses for different reasons. You know, some is to educate the youths, to help the youths, and some is just, hey, you know, I'd rather be. Some people rather just be rich, you know. Some want the fame, some want the money. You know, but obviously, some people have both. You know, I'm not here just for myself. You know, I'm here to each one teach one. If you know better, you do better. I believe in that early bird catches the worm. Who wants to wake up every morning and like, it's like your lab rat. You know, like you said, you got some jobs. You got jobs that have a union. Are they really out for your benefit or for their pockets? Like, how you know your money's actually going to what they so-called tell you is going to?
Right.
That's the difference.
Right.
Piggyback off what he said. How you know? Well, I got a testimony, an example. My dad been working for the airline industry 35 years. He was having it this year. Fortunately, you know, the COVID situation, so he's really reluctant to, you know, continue on. But he brought up a good point. 2 weeks ago, me and him were sitting down, you know, catching up because I've just been so busy with my business, my 3rd year, so I haven't really had time to really sit down, you know, spend my personal time, you know, with family and friends. And he said he's a representative for the union at American Airlines LaGuardia Airport itself. And He said when they have union dues and union fees, you're just paying for it, but do you actually know where the money's going? What is the money actually, being used for? And when I thought about it, I'm like, wow. If I'm thinking it like that, how many other people really thought about it like that? Oh yeah, I got the union. That money that all the employees is paying weekly or every month, whatever way it's set up, where's that money going to? Where's that money going to?
All right, people don't know.
People don't know.
Right.
And I had to really think about it when I worked at, I was working at Long Island Jewish, now it was Northwell or whatever, and I had union reps and all that. And when I thought about it, I'm like, it's like paying for a cell phone. Back in the day, we had contracts, everybody, they tie you in for 2-3 years. They lock you down. That's what it is. They lock you down. Read the fine print, they lock you down, and you paying insurance on your phone. There's some people that never broke their phone, never lost their phone. So where the money go? Whose pocket is benefiting?
Right.
Think about it. Think about it. And then when the company goes out of business, quote unquote, that money, who gets that money?
You could be investing it, like Ricardo said, invest it different.
Yeah, here we go. Proof is in the pudding. Proof is in the pudding.
Right.
Think about it. Proof is in the pudding. Where's that money going to?
All right, give everybody one business tip.
One business tip I can tell.
To be successful.
To be successful.
One business tip.
What you put in is what you're going to get out.
What you put in is what you're going to get out.
What you're going to get out. Always remember that. What you put in is what you're going to get out.
Right.
And I tell people, if you're not, to be successful also, you have to be a people person and to have patience. Because you're going to get criticized every second, every minute, every day, every hour, every month. I personally can testify on that. It's never enough.
Right.
It's never enough.
Right.
I'm telling you, it's never enough. That could be a downfall, a big downfall from succeeding and not succeeding in business itself. No matter what race, culture, religion, ethnicity you are, that's the biggest thing.
Right.
You gotta understand, you're working for your customers, for your clientele. You gotta put on a smile, no matter if you like it or not, you have to put on a smile. Big cheese. Yeah. Always remember that.
Right.
You're working for them. Always remember that.
So tell people where they can find you, Ronnie,
You can
about
find
your
me
taxes and stuff.
At Tax Masters, 138-10 Farmers Boulevard, Jamaica, New York, 11434. You also can find me at Cafe Glacé, 138-10 Farmers Boulevard, Jamaica, New York, 11434. Instagram, Tax Masters NYC. Once again, Tax Masters NYC. You can follow us on all of our everyday activities that we do for the community. Also, Cafe Glacé 1. You can find us on Cafe Glacé 1. You can see everything that we're doing, upcoming events.
Okay.
We're working, constantly, and we speak every day, daily communication, things that we can do to improve, Black-owned businesses, minority businesses, because we're all in it together at the end of the day.
Right. Yeah.
So that's basically what it is.
All right.
We're available, definitely available to the public. I don't charge. Information is free.
Right.
So
all right, Rodney.
Those not gonna get fed. Speak up.
Right. Thank you.
You're only dumb if you don't ask questions. I learned the hard way.
Thank you, Rodney. So I think Jay wanted to say a couple things. If you want, Jay, you can come and say a couple things.
Step back here on my social distance, take my mask off. We're on my grandmother all the time, so I always wear my mask just because I'm not feeling per se. I wear my mask. So my name is Jay. I do similar work to Ricardo, but our theories are different behind the things that we talked about. So I'm a whole life believer. I know he said that we're fake people. But I'm a whole life believer because for me, the amount of money that is going to take for me to pass it on to my kids is going to be more than what I pay for policy. That's just me. He's free to disagree with me. I'm sure there's probably plenty of people that disagrees. But so, you know, just like Tisha said about reading, right? I read a lot. I ask a lot of questions. I remember being in first grade. The first thing my mom said to me when I went to first grade, I'll never forget, was if you have a question, ask your question. And I never stopped asking questions. If you walked in my office at any time of the day, I'm either on the phone asking questions or I'm knocking on somebody's door asking questions. Because if I don't know the answer, how am I supposed to help my money? That's just me. So I'm always asking questions. Right? So I read an article from Ernst & Young that talked about there are great ways to build your portfolio, which includes a combination of the fake whole life, right? Whole life, and term policies and investments, right? Because the reality is that the millionaires and billionaires, they're using all three. They're not limiting themselves and saying, well, I'm going to invest $50 and spend $50. No. They're saying, okay, you know what? I don't need those Jordans this month, so I'm going to spend $200. Because I don't need those Jordans. So I'm going to spend $100 on the whole life. So no matter when I die, my kids are still going to get $100,000. Because what happens is last year happened in the market crash and went down 30%. Your $40,000 is down 30%. So now it's not $40,000 anymore. Right? So the rich guys, from my reading, they're doing everything. Right? Just the way that Tisha said about different ways. Right? Different ways. We did the circle with the different ways that we're going to get to different things. Multiple streams of income. There are multiple ways for you to protect yourself, right? So just like Ricardo, insurance is a form of protection. It is your foundation. I have life insurance. I'm not married. I don't have kids. But I have it because you know what? If I died, if I walked out of here today, God forbid, and I died, my mother would never have to go back to work ever again in my life. Never again. My mother could sit down on the couch and cry until she died. Because I left life insurance money to make sure she was taken care of, my grandmother was taken care of. I have a disability income insurance policy that is outside of what my job gives me. Because you know what? I'll get personal. Years ago, before I had this job, before I was in the military, I was in the Navy. Before that, I used to work at the airport. I fractured my wrist in 2 places. My hand got crushed while I was at work between a metal can and a beam at 6 o'clock in the morning. Ooh. I was in so much pain, I had no clue what was going on. I sat down and I woke up when it was time to clock out. Someone said, oh, we'll sit over there, put some ice on your wrist. And I woke up and I was like, oh my God, I'm still here? Did that really happen? I was in a cast for 4 months. I was out of work for 7 months. You know how much money I got paid? I got less than 50% of the money that I was making at my job. Because I worked a lot of overtime. Right? I was young, I was living on my little bills. I'm trying to pay off Sally Mae. I'm tired of her emailing me. I had bought a car. I'm tired of paying that. I just got the car. I had the car like 4 months. I was like, I'm tired of paying these people. I need to get them off my back. But I got less than 50% of my income. And in the beginning, it wasn't so bad because I had money saved, my credit card was paid off. But then those first 3-4 months, I was like, oh my God, how am I going to pay this bill? I started using my credit card a whole lot more because I didn't have enough money to pay everything. Because I was living at the money I was making. I was making $1,000 a week at my job. I was getting $1,000 every 2 weeks. And then after 6 months, you know what they said? Not even 6 months, after 4 months. You know what workers' comp said? We feel like this evaluation is incorrect. And they cut my $1,000 every 2 weeks to $435 every 2 weeks. It was a struggle. It was beyond a struggle. But you want to know why I have disability insurance now? Because I'll never be there again. It don't matter what anybody says. Oh, you know what, pay me? This insurance policy gonna pay me because I have all the medical documentation to prove my injury. They're gonna pay me. As a matter of fact, the way that my disability insurance is set up is if it was so bad, if it was bad enough, I could never go back to that job ever again. I could never pull another can. I could never walk again. I would get paid until I'm 70. You know how cushy it would be for me to get a paycheck every single month and not have to work? Not that I can't work, but I don't have to work. You know?
Need that.
So for me, that's the foundation, because I feel like that's why a lot of people miss steps. Right? Somebody gets hurt and they can't work, and now we're behind. We're already behind. Right? We just said we 450 years behind.
450 years.
450 years behind.
But
But then,
make sure y'all know.
then you break your leg and you can't go to work, and maybe you're a single mom. The kid's not paying the rent. There's nobody else there paying the rent. So by the time you go back to work, you're 450 years plus 6 months, $10,000 in the hole behind. You behind. You way back. You know, so the money, the first thing that I talk about with people outside of the protection is budget. How are you budgeting? Because I tell you right now, I meet a lot of people every single day who tell me I'm the best budgeter. I budget so well. I say, okay. Okay. I said, if your budget is that good and I'm wrong, I'll quit my job. People go, okay. Imagine people want me to quit my job. Like, I don't got bills. But okay. And we sit down and write everything out. Okay, how much is your take home? How much are your fixed expenses? Rent, mortgage, car note, car insurance, gas, food, kid stuff, regular bills. There is always a gap. I don't care how broke you think you are at the end of the month, there's always a gap. Because you know what? I'm guilty. I love Starbucks. That's my guilty pleasure. But it is 2:30 or 3 o'clock, and I'm tired because I got meetings until 10. The first thing I do is go downstairs and spend $6.65 on a medium frappuccino to give me that boost for the next couple hours, so I can kind of wake up. And that's what these things are. People think about this, oh, $100 a month. I can't pay $100 a month because I don't got $100 at the end of the month. But you got Starbucks money every single day. Oh, you don't have $50, but you buy Yeezys every release. That's probably like every 2-3 weeks. You have money, but you're not putting it in the right places. And it's okay to spend money on yourself, right? Because Tanisha said it, right? You gotta have happiness, you gotta have love, you gotta have health, you gotta have wealth. But you have to figure out what's important. So when I talk to parents, especially, and they say, I don't need life insurance, I'm good, I'm healthy. You're right. You are good, you are healthy today. But tomorrow is not promised. So my question to you is, how much are you willing to sacrifice? You have a kid that you love, I don't have to ask you. I don't even ask clients, do you love your kids? That's a stupid question. I answer it for you. I know you love your kids. I know you can take the shirt off your back right now and give it to your kid. If I told you, I treat you right now, if you don't take the shirt off your back and give it to your son, you would take your shirt and your pants off. I'm gonna get ahead of her and give him this whole outfit. So how come you can't give up Starbucks once or twice a week? How come you can't give up getting a fill-in every other week and getting your nails done on the weeks in between that? Ain't your kids more important than the nails? That's just me. Your most important asset is your ability to provide income. Whether you will work for somebody, you work for yourself. As a business owner, right? The people in this room, they have business insurance. You want to know why? They want to make sure if they lay them in the hospital, somebody's paying these bills. Because it's not them, right? If you're in the hospital, God forbid, on a ventilator, you think somebody can come to you and say, hey man, can you just go ahead and sign this check right here? Real fast? Hey, somebody needs their taxes on hand. Let me just go ahead and give this to you. I just pull the mask down a little bit so you can see. You know what? We'll get the Stephen Hawking, and you just use your eyes and you type up what you want to say. That's not going to happen. So you have to have insurance to protect the rainy day. Because you know what? I had a teacher in high school. Silliest teacher. I thought everything he said was nonsense. When I was in high school, I was young also. He said, I went to an all-girls school in Manhattan. He said, girls, something bad is going to happen to you. He said, now, I don't want it to happen. Mr. Hines doesn't want anything bad to happen to you. You are precious. But the reality is that I don't have control over it. So it's going to happen. It don't have to be big. You don't got to die. But your tire is going to pop. You're going to end up in the hospital. You're going to break your leg. Are you prepared for for that unexpected emergency. And that's what finances is. It's not just about building, because it is, but how are you protecting the building if you don't have those other stuff at the bottom, right? Just like what Ricardo said. If your foundation is not strong, what you building on? You can't build on sand. As soon as it rains, whole building gonna wash away. Right, so I talk to people about stuff like that every day. The difference between me and a lot of people that I work with is I'm out in the street. I'm out in the street.
Tell people they can find you.
So if you want to contact me, I give you my phone number. It goes directly to my cell phone. I answer my phone all the time. I tell myself I'm not going to answer the phone after a certain time, but I still do. So you can call me at 212-433-1268. 212-433-1268.
People online getting it? They get it? Okay.
Yeah.
You can email me at JADE, that's my first name, Jade, like the stone, period, CLEGHORN @nm.com. So it's JADE, period, CLEGHORN @nm.com. Or at nm.com, NancyMary.com. Or if you ever see like an event going on somewhere, I'm probably out there, because that's how I get people. See, that's what part me and you guys are for. I gotta get the e-commerce part of it right now, because you know what? I have a kind of inner hustle. So for me, I don't sit in the office like other people and I don't pick up the other pages and call all the hedge fund people and all the CEOs and vice presidents. I go out in the street. So I literally spend the first 3 hours of my morning at work every single day looking for events. I look to see what's going on in my community and how can I get in front of the people in my community to tell them about what I know. And that's what I do all the time. So tomorrow, I'm going to be at 2 back-to-school events in Brooklyn. So if you want to find me, you can call me, you can email me, or if you see an event going on, walk around a little bit, you'll probably see me there.
All right, Jay.
Thank you so much.
So I know it's getting late. Everybody nodding and feeling less energy now. But I want to thank everybody for coming. Everybody's online as well coming, Jay and Rodney and Ricardo for coming and, just giving, some value, right? And, like I was saying in the training that we don't have enough of this. And, it's right what Jay is saying. We got to get good at networking too, right? Again, yes, we can grind. Yes, we can do the e-commerce, but actually going and meeting people. That's why pop-up shops are great. Networking events are great, right? So for me, I'm thinking about doing these maybe bi-monthly, once a month. This class should be packed, right? Again, we don't know enough about enough. It's go to work and that's that, right? So I want everybody to really, really take this information seriously, online and here, right? Take this information seriously. Start researching, right? Contact Ricardo, contact Jay, contact Rodney, contact me, right? So we can really start to build, right? It's not just let me make some money and I'm good because I can sleep tonight. No, they talked about foundations. What is your foundation? What did I talk about? Health, wealth, love, and happiness. That's your foundation. If you don't have that, you're already dead, right? So we gotta get into this, and we gotta have black wealth as a priority. Next time you rather go buy the $1,000 wig, say, how is this helping me build black wealth? The next time you go buy the $1,000 Gucci belt, how is this helping me build my black wealth? Ask yourself these right questions, right? Trigger thoughts, right, in your head. Read these books. I'm going to go over these books again. So whoever missed it, The Wealth Choice by Dennis Kimbrough, okay? The Success Secrets of Black Millionaires, a great book. Start reading, guys, I'm telling you. 3 Feet from Gold. Start reading. How to Lower Your Taxes, Black Labor, White Wealth. I'll listen to the audio with this one. This is gonna blow you away. Black Labor, White Wealth by Claude Anderson. He's like an older activist, for the community. But this book is gonna blow you away. I bought the audio, and then this one, I didn't even get a chance to read it, but just listening to the audio will blow you away. So those are some resources, right, for you guys to start tapping into, right? Even if you can't go out the house, right? Start going on Amazon, buying these books, right? Start researching all the knowledge that I just gave. Everybody should have pages of notes of stuff that you can go back and say, you know what? Let me really start taking this black wealth thing seriously. Let me really start taking taxes seriously. Let me really start taking money seriously, my health seriously. Right? Because remember the 4 pillars: health, wealth, love, and happiness. And you have to be working on all of these things simultaneously to be successful. So I hope everybody came and got what they needed tonight. Okay? Because at the end of the day, guys, we are all we have. And we need to support one another. So if you guys are not following me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram at Coach Tanisha Marie. Follow my YouTube, which is Tanisha Marie. I'm going to write down some websites for e-commerce sites for some of you guys that don't have a website for your business. So one, this don't right here. So one is Shopify. So Shopify is the best one because Shopify does everything. Okay, it does your analytics for you. It helps you also with ads. They also have funding. They also keep your customers. Everything, Shopify. They also have WooCommerce. Similar to Shopify, just not as sophisticated as Shopify. Okay? They have Big Cartel. Big Cartel is free. Shopify is not free. WooCommerce, they have a free package. And then Big Cartel is also a free one. Everybody should know about Wix. Only thing I don't like about Wix is too complicated. It's too complicated. I'd rather get a Shopify store, set a theme up, add my products, and start marketing. This, I don't know. But it's free, so people use it. Right? It's free all day. This started at $29. I think this started at $19. This one is free, but this also has a $10 or $20 a month fee for that. You also have Facebook Marketplace. That can also be a website for you. Facebook Marketplace. How many people have a Facebook? You can start using the marketplace to sell your products. Shopify, WooCommerce, Big Cartel, Wix, Facebook. You can start using these to start marketing your brand. And Clickfunnels, the ultimate is Clickfunnels. Clickfunnels. Clickfunnels is a way to market your products and services, a way to get leads, a way to capture leads, everything. So for you guys that don't have e-commerce, you need to get into this, right? E-commerce is the wave, right? This is not a game. This is not for play, right? This is true things that's going to work and help you build your brand. So write these down, and you can start researching these.
You know what's good for people starting up too? The Square website.
So they have Square. Yeah, I know Square too.
Because they also have the point of service. So if you have
Square.
in-person things, you can get like the thing.
So Square also. So ClickFunnels, Shopify, WooCommerce, Big Cartel, Wix, Facebook Marketplace, and Square. So all of these are e-commerce sites. So I teach drop shipping and I teach e-commerce. So right now I'm doing 50% off for my training. So I have a training on Shopify where I show you how to set up a Shopify store. I show you how to market products. I show you how to start branding yourself, logos, and giving you resources for that. So that's a Shopify training where I also can show you drop shipping. Does anybody know what drop shipping? Okay, so drop shipping is basically you don't have the inventory. You have it somewhere else, and all you're doing is copying and pasting your customer information, and they're sending it to you. Some people like drop shipping, some people don't. I do both. I do drop shipping, and I have my own products. But I have a class where I show you how to start branding yourself, start marketing yourself online with Shopify, and I start showing you how to tap into capital with Shopify too, just depending on your sales. I also have another class on Facebook Marketplace dropshipping. That's also 50% off. So what I'm going to show you how to do is source products, list products, and make money on Facebook Marketplace. So it's up to you to make that decision about what you want to do. If you want to learn branding, if you want to learn how to set up your own website, if you want to learn about products, then you get to Shopify. If you just want to learn about drop shipping and you want to learn how to just drop ship products on Facebook, then you get the Facebook class. I have a plethora of products and services and courses that I train people on in different areas. So if that's something you're interested in, you can either DM me or if you're here, you want to talk about it, we definitely can. But I want to thank everybody for coming out. Definitely leave me a review, definitely, because I thrive on reviews. I got a whole page with my reviews of people. Definitely leave me a review on this because I really feel like this can be the start of something big. Honestly. Just like I started my pop-ups, now I'm doing 1,000 people pop-ups. One thing leads to a next, which leads to a next. And plus, I'm a hustler anyway, so I just got it in me. So, but I want to thank everybody for coming. Thank everybody online for coming. Hopefully, you guys got some value. Definitely, guys, leave me a review on Instagram. Tag me on Instagram. Show me your notes. What you've been doing for the last 3 hours. That we've been here, and show me some love on my Instagram page.
I want the names of the books again so that I can type it in.
Oh, so the books are The Wealth Choice by Dennis Kimbrough, 3 Feet from Gold, and these are just some basic books. Lower Your Taxes Big Time. This is like a reference book. And then Black Label White Wealth. This is going to blow you away. Okay, so good night everyone on here. Okay. All right, is everybody good? Everybody mind's clear?
Yeah.
How's everyone feeling? So this is what everyone needs to know, and everyone needs to, be able to follow. So follow Rodney, follow Jay, follow, Ricardo. If anybody want to stay, ask, some questions or whatever. I'm here, exchange business.
I ordered from here before, and I thought it was so cool that it was black owned. Thank you.
So exchange business cards. You can stop. Am I off? Let me see.